Hey guys, in this video we're going to look at how we can create these pink or these glowing icons, and you can change the color instantly. So I'll show you how to do that. I'm going to duplicate this slide and let's get rid of the icons. You can do this with any icon that you have, so go for insert and I'm going to choose the standard ones. Here I'm going to type in bank and then select one or two, doesn't really matter, and add them to the slide. You can see this is the default. PowerPoint uses SVGs for icons, so if you have your icon in SVG, you can just follow it along in these steps. Right now I'm going to right-click Format Object and then open this formatting pane on the right side. Maybe I'll just do it for one, so I'll show you a quick way of how to copy it to the other one as well. So we're going to go for the fill first, so we can choose either we go for a white fill or I'm going to go for that first accent color in the palette here, so accent color 1 with that lightest tint. So that gives a little bit of that pink shine already to it. That is the first thing we want to do. Then we go to the second tab, the effects, and we're going to open up. So if you don't have those opened up, you're going to open up shadow and you're going to open up glow. For glow, we're going to take one of these standard ones. So it doesn't matter which one. I'm going to change the color to that pink, that same accent color. And then we're going to play around with the size. So you can see if I increase the size, that adds that glow to the icon. Now, of course, we don't want that to be too much. So I'm going to go for something that I like. I think this might be good, around 10 points. And I'm going to increase the transparency, so it sort of fades away a little bit. You can always tweak with the settings a little bit later if you want. If you want to have that more clear line, you can also reduce it to maybe like 7 points. I'll zoom in a little bit more so we can see clearly what's happening here. And then we go to the shadow. And for shadow, I'm going to go for that standard center shadow. So this one here, the outer shadow, but the offset center. That is important. Then we go to the accent color and I'm going to add that accent color 1. Same here, we play around with the settings a little bit. I'm going to play with that transparency, the size, and then the blur, because we don't want to have that clear outline of the icon. I want to have it a little bit blurred, so it's like a glow that we see. So you see very subtly, if I remove the transparency, you'll see that it creates this glow effect, which is that little bit blurry, and that's what we want to generate. And this effect looks like it creates that neon effect. Then again, you can still tune the glow setting. So if you want to have less of a glow or more of a glow, you can choose that right here. I think I'm going to go for like 5 points and 70% transparency. For the shadow, I'm going for, let's say 15% transparency, size 130, and 40 points on the blur. That is the effect that I use. No cool trick, you can use the shortcut Ctrl-Shift-C to copy the formatting, select any other object, Ctrl-Shift-V to paste that on the other one. So you can see we just applied that same effect to the other icon, which I think is pretty cool. Now, one of the best things, because we use that consistent color palette, what we can do is we can go to the design tab. And if you ever want to change the colors of your presentation, so let's say, for example, this presentation consists of that pink accent color, and I've done that to the icons as well. So what we can do is we can go to the color tab and then we can choose any other palette, for example, that green. You see how that nicely stays in place? And if I go to the overview now, we can see that the entire presentation has shifted. Sometimes it takes a little bit of a second to load, but the entire presentation is basically shifting with it. So that is pretty cool. You can do hundreds of slides all at once. By the way, this is one of my templates. I'll link them in the description below if you'd like to use them for your professional purposes. And another quick tip, now that you know how to create these icons, but let's say you have multiple ones spread over your entire deck, I've also made a video of how you can do this in one shot. You can just apply that to all of the different icons. And if you're interested in that, make sure to check the video on screen right now.